Hi everybody, Alison Elliott here from Life by Design with Alison. It's the weekend update. I've decided that every Sunday I'm going to do a weekend update. And the reason I decided this is because I've just had a fabulous weekend by doing something different. And what I did was I actually I followed my own advice. I have been writing all of this stuff from Stephen Covey's Seven Habits of Highly Effective People. And that last habit, the one sharpen the saw, all about well being, taking care of yourself, I almost dropped that one out. So this weekend, I decided I would really make an effort to see what I could do to sharpen the saw. So on Friday, I started with a trip to the local bookstore. And I'm walking down this aisle, and all of a sudden, this book, just like plop, falls out, like right beside where I'm walking by. And I look down, and it says, Drive, Daniel Pink. I couldn't believe it. Just that morning, I'd read a blog post from someone who had been talking about Dan Pink and how great the book was, and I thought, yeah, I got to pick that up. So I literally bent over and picked it up, went upstairs, found a comfortable chair, sat down, and 3 hours later, I was totally wowed. Great read, and I certainly plan to get into it more and probably talk about it in some of my posts. Valuable information all about, what drives us, how we're taking it forward, what we're doing in creating the new way of being and all of that. I love the way he writes. He has good material. And so I came home. I was pretty pumped and did a few things on Friday night. And, actually I watched a movie. I watched the Rosa Parks movie, which I'd never seen, which was absolutely fabulous way of inspiring myself. When you see how far we've come and what people had to do and to go through to get us to where we are right now, and how we're evolving consciousness into a whole new reality. They were pioneers, we are pioneers in a different way. It totally inspired me. And I woke up on Saturday morning, decided I needed a trip to the farmer's market, get some fresh vegetables. I love to cook. So I thought, I'm going to get some leeks and potatoes and come home and make a leek and potato thing with sour cream. It'd be delicious. And I went and I was like, oh, well, this is a little lackluster. I don't know, I need something else. Maybe I'll go back to the bookstore. So back I went to Barnes & Noble, and I picked up Gary Vaynerchuk's book. I'm sorry, I've got it right here. Let me pronounce the man's name right. Gary Vaynerchuk. That's it. Crush it. Ends up probably upside down on the video. Oh my goodness sake. That was like getting like an injection, like a drip of steroids straight to the adrenals. I couldn't believe that book. I sat there and I think I read it cover to cover, and then I went downstairs and bought it and brought it home and just sat down at my computer and just crushed it. I'm not kidding you. I've never read anything that activated me in such a way as that man's words did. And of course, I came home, I had to see the live performance. So I got the Conan video, and I got his other video, and I just got whatever he had, another 4 hours of Gary. And by this time it was, I don't know, midnight or something, and I was pumped and ready to rock and roll. So I stayed up until about 3 in the morning just doing all kinds of things that I'd been saying, oh, I don't know how to do that. What's this all about? And why isn't this working? And I must find someone to do that for me. And I just like bam, 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 like shooting fish in a barrel. I just did it. I totally crushed it. I was so happy with myself. And one of the things was I couldn't figure out why Twitter wasn't really like working for me. And all of a sudden, I was sitting there looking at my Twitter account, just like, duh, like I'm in some kind of a fog or something. And all of a sudden, I realized, like, oh, direct message. I wonder what that's all about. So I click on it. And lo and behold, I have 800 direct messages that I have not responded to. Well, that's taken care of. Mama was up until about 3 in the morning, just going for it. It just felt so good. I just had the best time. And went to bed, slept a few hours, got up like, I don't know, 6:30. The cat looked at me strange, like, what's up with you? You usually don't get up until like 8 or later. And just jumped right back on the computer and then said, whoa, stop here. Today is Sunday. I know you want to just like blast out and go for it. But how about a break? Can we have a little break today? And so I packed myself up and took myself off to, I've been complaining all summer about, I gotta go to the beach, I wanna go to the beach, blah, 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 the beach, and all of this and that. And I don't ever go. It's a 4 hour drive. I got to stay overnight. There's too much traffic, yada, yada. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to the beach. So I jumped in the car, and lo and behold, there's a beach at a beautiful lake. I live in a gorgeous mountain town. There's a great beach at a wonderful lake just about 50 miles from me. So I had a wonderful afternoon at the lake on the beach, and here I am back again. And now I'm getting ready to kind of prepare the week and see what it's all about. And I've decided I'm going to do a weekend update. For anybody who wants to join me, I'd really welcome it. I'd love to find out what you did. You know, what did you do on your time off? And maybe your time off is Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, Friday. Maybe it's not the weekend, Saturday, Sunday, or whatever. But I really feel that we have to sharpen the saw. We have to take some time for ourselves. We need the well-being breaks. I mean, even Tony Robbins doesn't work for more than 45 to 50 minutes before he gives everybody in the room a break, because he knows you can't hold the attention for that long. You've got to take care of yourself. It is part of crushing it. It really is. So let me know what you did this week to take care of you. What did you do to sharpen the saw? You know, it doesn't have to be a big deal. You don't have to spend millions of dollars. You don't have to fly to Italy or what. I mean, you can drive 50 miles up the road, you know, and do something you've never done before, and that will inspire you. I took a great drive in the country, bought some local corn, went to a place I'd never been before. Eleanor Roosevelt said, do something every day that scares you. And the Dalai Lama says, go someplace at least once a year that you've never been before, because it will expand you. And I say, try and do something at least once a week that, you know, really is out of the routine, and just see if, you know, it doesn't make a little bit of a difference for you. I know it has for me. Anyways, can't wait to hear from you. Let me know if this is something that's working for you, and I got a whole week of great blogs planned for you, so I'll catch you later. Have a great day.